Hey, what's up guys? Graham here from The Realm, and today the gameplay does not matter. Today I'm going to be talking about that PA is going to be pushed to 1.0 on the 29th of August. Well, from the 29th of August anyway. I'm going to just give my opinion on if I think this is the right move. But before I begin, I just want to say that I love PA, I love the PA community, and I love what Uber have done. And this is not a bash on Uber, and it's also not me trying to say what Uber should do now. Now the first thing I'm just going to say is they're definitely pushing it because they're going to be at PAX. So they don't want to show off a half in development game, because last year I think they were at PAX as well last year and they showed off an in development game. So why would they show off an in development game twice? People would think this game is never going to be finished. It's still in development. It wasn't finished last year, now it's still in development. It's going to be another year before it's finished. So they really wanted to show off to people, this is our game, this is what we have, it's finished, it's in 1.0. So a little bit different. So, but that's good because they want to get a bit of hype around the game, and they kind of want to be, here we go, this is it 1.0, come buy our game, instead of being, oh, our game's still in development. Especially as well, I think there has been a lot of trouble around a lot of early access games with some titles not living up to the hype and giving in to slow development processes, and some of them, the developers, just outright leaving the game and moving on to new products after they got their money from that. I know Uber won't do that, obviously, but people at PAX might know that. They might think, oh, this game's still in development. Now the next thing I'm going to say is, at PAX, Brad said on the Uber forums that he will be showing off gas joints and a new Celestial Annihilation option. Now, the gas joints are something really cool, but the Celestial Annihilation, he didn't tell anyone about what that was. So hopefully that's something cool, like blowing up a whole system, something crazy like that. As well as that, he said the 1.0 patch will have, and I quote, in addition to many little enhancements that make the game run faster, nav work better, and other stuff will toss in the update notes. So obviously it's a few bug fixes, that kind of stuff. One thing I do not agree with is they are pushing to 1.0 before the community has tested the balance. Now anyone who's been following PA for a while or playing PA for a while knows that the balance can change absolutely drastically from patch to patch. Like now the doxes are so OP. Well, I think they're OP. Some people will argue with me about that. The other patch, tanks and infernos were really good. Grenadiers were really good. Then before that, even again, it was tier 2 air, the kestrels and the peregrines were really good. And we just had like really constantly stuff always changing about PA, which was, it's hard. Like, what if they push a 1.0 and I don't know, some unit is so overpowered and it just stops. Like, people get turned off the game because they think, why is this unit so powerful, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. The other thing, Brad did not mention anything about servers. Hopefully it won't be. I remember it went on sale during Christmas, in not Christmas, sorry, during the summer sale, and the servers went crazy, but you could barely even get a game sometimes. There's so many people, the servers just crashed. Hopefully the servers are a bit better now. Now for the downsides of them pushing 1.0, has been confirmed now, the game will not launch with an offline mode. It is kind of DRM-y, and I know, like, it doesn't really bother me, but I think maybe people with maybe weaker connections that sometimes like to play offline, people with maybe a usage cap on their connection. But the thing where I think it not having an offline is going to really come into play is when reviewers review this, they're going to say it doesn't have an offline, even though Brad has said an offline mode is coming. The next thing that I'm not too happy about is it will not have any ladders on launch, so we're still going to have to use the likes of PA stats. Now, with not having any ladders on launch, it is kind of annoying, because I think before, and don't quote me on this, the Uber said that they would slow the development of the games to make sure that it launched with ladders. Now, does it not having ladders make it not officially like a proper 1.0? It's just 1.0 in name only? In my opinion, no. The ladders can come after. We want the balance, that kind of stuff, to be fixed before we have to worry about competitiveness. Because there's no point in someone being top at ladders when all they do is spam one unit, which is, it is still, like, it's still, you're better at spamming that unit than someone else. But I want it to be that the ladder is a place that changes a lot, because people come in, they try new tactics, and then it wins them their way up the ladder. So that's another thing. Now, the other thing is, it has no Linux support yet, which, once again, depends on how you look at it. Personally, I don't play on Linux, so my view is get me the Windows version working first, then we can worry about Linux. I know a lot of people do play on Linux, or they switch between Windows and Linux. so that could be annoying for a lot of people. The other thing I did know is, it used to be on Steam that they were aiming for 40 players at launch, but now they're happy with 10. I don't know how the server was ever going to handle 40 players, because the lag with 10 sometimes just be crazy. Obviously, there's nothing they can redo about that right now, but 40 players, I think, was always very ambitious, and maybe we'll get to 40 players one day, maybe even 20. But I think as well, trying to know what's going on with 40 players would be crazy. So my personal opinion is that I think it's really great. I want PA to succeed. Hopefully from packs we get a good amount of players, good influx of players, good bit of hype around PA. Hopefully when critics review PA, they don't bash it too much for having DRM, because a lot of people hate DRM. Hopefully they see that the DRM will be gone eventually, and PA shines in its multiplayer. It doesn't shine in its single player, even though the galactic mode is great, where you get to conquer planets and stuff. The AI is really strong as well, but it really shines when we have good players playing other good players, and they mix up tactics and that kind of stuff. Right, this has been Graham from the Realm. If you like this video, don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the Realm for some more PA videos. Thank you guys for watching.